Hello, YouTube. Hello, MGTOW. Hello, Red Pedicine, Red Pony Winner. The 80-20 rule and the 90-10 rule and the 95-5 rule all work in conjunction based on setting. Based on setting. The 80-20 rule is still in effect, but the 90-10 rule takes precedence. The bar scene. You've got, let's start with the bar. At the bar, at the far end of the bar, away from the door, you've got on the small end, away from the door, you've got the couple that the man chose that particular session because it is out the way of any distractions walking into the bar. At the long section of the bar, which gathers the most traction, the most traffic, is also known as a hot spot. You've got dudes that are on a date. You've got your typical arrogant prick on a date with his girlfriend because he drives a Lamborghini. Because he drives a Bugatti Veyron. Styling and profiling, drawing attention to himself. At the center of the bar, they're most likely to be a fight there. While the person at the quiet end of the bar is least likely to have a way of escape, a way of egress, which he may know the back exit to the bar when a fight breaks out. At the entrance closest to the door, there's still a couple out on a date. They're closest to the door. They get to see anything. Just like he can see everything that's going on into the bar, she can see everything that's going on in the bar. Because they have to walk past them. Everybody has to walk past those people. Typically, women pick that section of the bar so that they can scout out something better. Basically, the closer to the door they are, the less likely you're going to get a second date. Because she's going to be scouting somebody better than you. Or what she perceives as better than you. Table talk. Let's check out the bar tables. On the back end of the bar are your old men that have your old men and your bar owners. Old men and the bar owners. He's going to occasionally get on the dance floor. Or maybe cut a little rug. But he's got his. You're just adding to it. He's the one decked out in the if it's a country bar, he's decked out in country gear. He's decked out in country gear. He's the one that's dancing the best. He's dancing the hardest. He's the one that's hitting the Dougie like a mug. Because he's getting paid. Around the center of the bar, somewhere around the center of the bar, there's a table full of women. Now, they are together because they each want to look better than the rest. They're trying to elevate themselves by bringing their ugly friend, but in reality, they're all ugly. But if you find yourself that desperate, good luck. That is where the most crucial portion of the 80-20 gets deleted and enters the 90-10. Because now you have basically removed 10% of the freaking men. Right? Because what you do it's a calculation of weight and balance at that table. A calculation of weight and balance. If you remove 10 seats from the rear of the plane, you have to remove weight from the front of the plane to balance the plane, to balance the center of gravity. If you add weight to the right side of the plane, you've got to add weight to the opposite side of the plane at the same location to center the balance, or an equivalent of that weight at the opposite of the plane. Give you a bar example. If you buy one girl at that table a shot, you've got to buy all the girls at that table a shot. Which will transform into, you got to buy the whole bar a shot. You know, you got to buy the whole bar a shot. Because what you do with them, the girls at that table, you got to do the bar around. Because everybody's going to want a shot. If you buy one girl at that bar, at that table, a bottle, you've got to buy the whole table bottles, which will in turn brings the whole bar wanting bottles. See, the bar scene is not designed for you to win as a man. It never was. It wasn't designed for you to win as a man, especially when originally bars weren't meant for women. Bars were not meant for women. You met women out on the street, walking down the avenue, the boulevard. You distinguished yourself as a gentleman on the street. You met your girlfriend, or your wife, your love of your life at the supermarket, walking down the street in your Sunday best, with your greased up beard, and your hair grease and everything. That's where you met your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance. That she brought him, then she bring you home so that her daddy can examine you. You never met your girl at the bar. You never met your girl at the club. Back in the day, clubs was nothing more than brothels and gambling halls, all mixed in one. Alcohol, booze, and girls. Alcohol, booze, gambling, and girls. Then they wanted to go all inclusive. Yeah, then they wanted to go all inclusive. And now we have the predicament you have today. Women ain't breaking bread. Women will walk out of the house with no money and still get, I've said this before. Women will walk out of the house with no money and still get drunk. When they rob somebody, when they rob a couple, it's usually the dude that's getting robbed. It's not the woman, it's the dude. Only time a woman got robbed back then was when she was out there getting groceries for the house. You know? But in that society, there was always a good Samaritan to clothesline the dude as he was running past. Trip him up, clothesline him. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, the bar scene, when they introduced women into it, was not designed for you to win as a man. Who gets the one night stand? It's a good question. Who is usually getting the one night stand? The mug who walks in, who has his shirt rolled up to here, who has his sleeves rolled up to here, exposing his muscles. Or the jackwagon who skips leg day. Look, I see this all the time. I can't help but be observant at a bar because I want to know where trouble's gonna come from. I don't go to the bar. I never went to the bar to meet girls. Went to the bar to examine the environment, examine the layout of the neighborhood, the people in the neighborhood, so that I know what type of people there are in the neighborhood, coming into the neighborhood. That's why I go to the bar. I want to know who's in my neighborhood. I want to get an understanding on my neighbors. Because the best way to understand who you're living around is to go to the local bar. I know doggone well I ain't going to a bar downtown, that's for sure. That's for doggone sure. Because I know what's down there. Nothing but a potential robbery. Go to the bar around my neighborhood, see who's there, see what type of people are living there, see what type of people I gotta deal with. But for the most part, the bars were never meant for you to win. Especially if you're under the 90%, if you're a part of the 90% of men. See, I would say that. I would say that I'd give my children a leg up, but yeah, I don't think I'm having children. And the thing is, first things foremost, the ending of this video. Before you get to arguing, before you get to talking and yapping around and saying, oh, the more you talk about the red pill and MGTOW and all that stuff, you're hurting your chances of getting a girlfriend and starting a family. My chances of dating and getting married and starting a family were over before I even knew it. You know, they were done and over with before I even knew it. That's why I can say all this so openly and freely. My chances were done before I even knew it. Before I even knew a lot of things. You know? This is Red Pill in the Wind signing off. And I'll get on to that topic at a later date. Peace.